You know, all of you ladies been asking like, where are the good men? Where are the good men? I can't find a man. Let's talk about it.
There's no good masculine men out there who can actually help me with the basic necessities of life. And so I got to do it all on my own. When we get to the extreme of hyper independence, we come to this belief that we no longer need the presence of a man or that we no longer need the presence of anybody. We end up leaving no room for a high quality man into our lives who wants to provide, who wants to show up. Can you set the intention to actually make room to receive that man?
There are three types of women that are hell bent on going through phones and sharing locations and having passwords. Extremely insecure ones with low self-esteem, extremely unhappy ones, or ones that are dealing with a gang of trauma. One thing you have to understand, when you're dealing with a woman with a high self-esteem, when you're dealing with a woman with a high level of self-worth, when you're dealing with a woman, right, who knows that she's beautiful, who knows what she brings to the table, who knows who she is as a woman, and she's happy, she's not trying to go through any phones or search for anything. That is the equivalent to somebody in heaven saying, I wonder what they're doing in hell. Would you ever try to leave your paradise in order to go find out what people are doing beneath you? Absolutely not, because you're not looking for trouble, because you don't want trouble, because you are enjoying your marriage, you are enjoying your relationship, you are actually happy, you are actually fulfilled. If something comes to you, you'll take it for what it's worth. But happy people are not looking for bullshit. Am I lying? There's going to be a gang of insecure, bitter, traumatized women in these comments.
Who gives a fuck about that, bro?
And these are
Talk your shit.
the women that you need to stay far, far, far away from.
You know what they say, man. If you're gonna go look for trouble, you'll find one or two. That's what you're talking about right there, man. I am true hurt. Shout out to him, man. I don't even know him, but yo, he's speaking facts.
Most women that say they want a good man, if you bring her one right now, she probably gonna fuck it up. Them saying that they're single by choice is because they've been unsuccessful in finding one.
I love the women who complain that they can't find a man. Oh, why am I single? Oh, I can't find a good guy anywhere. I'll tell you why. You stay at home all day. You sit in bed all night and scroll on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Your Instagram is private. You never answer any text messages. And whenever somebody looks at you in the street, you look at them like this. Ugh.
Ladies, y'all know y'all got some friend zone guys, right? They good men, they have a good job, but they're just not your type because you guys want the good with the bad. That's the problem. He's gotta be a bad boy and at the same time a perfect husband and provider. I don't know where you find that.
That's why you cannot find a man.
So I had a realization today. I've been divorced for 3.5 years, and I went through 1.5 years of counseling after my marriage.
Yo, I gotta say one thing, man. Why you guys like put this music in the fucking background, man? That's so annoying.
Broke up, and I've dated on and off in that 3.5 years. I don't have any kids, so it was a clean break in my divorce. I'm a church worker. I'm a strong Christian, and I try to live by Christian values and Christian values when dating. I'm also
Pick me.
a woman of the real world and understand, when dating, what it's like to date out in the real world, and it is so hard.
Yo, can you just tell us that, are you the one who filed for the divorce or did he file for divorce? Most likely it's you who filed for divorce. Hey, I'm not just talking out of my ass. If you do the research, they say 80% of the women is filing for divorce. So I'm going by that study.
Hard to find someone who is looking for someone of value, who's not wanting to sleep with someone right away, and who's not wanting to, change their morals because they are a single woman. I just can't understand why it's hard out here for us good women. I don't understand.
I mean, if you were a good woman, man, you would still be in that first relationship that you were. You wouldn't be a divorced wife right now if you were a good woman, you know? But then again, I don't know the men, so I can't speak on. Most of the time, like I said, it's the woman who filing for divorce, not men.
I'm looking for a good man. It's not like I'm out here, you know, looking to change people or anything like that. It's, you know, I've done the work on myself. Last year I went through a huge weight loss journey, and a guy that I dated last month, I went out with him twice, and both times he was like, you don't look like your photos. Your photos look like you were a lot thinner than what you were in person. Like, what?
Shit, you might not see it, just not saying it to diss you. Maybe he right. You have maybe another 50, 60 pounds to go. Maybe, you never know. You know, we can't see from here, you know what I mean? You're only up till here in this camera. Show us your pictures.
Are we doing this? Are we really doing that?
Yes, we are.
I don't know why this is hard. I went out for the girlfriend tonight, and we were talking about, like, okay, well, what is it that I need to work on? Because obviously there's something
Cardio.
wrong with me because I'm not able to figure out how to be in a healthy, good relationship. And she was like, Emily, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't understand why you think it's you. Like, why you always have to change you. And I'm like, I'm the common denominator, right? Like, I'm the one who's not been able.
I'm the one who's supposed to get picked, but ain't nobody out here looking my way. That tells me a lot because I'm sitting in front of the camera right now and talking to TikTok about my problems.
To date someone and be in a relationship. And she's like, what if it's not the right time?
Yeah, maybe you should wait until you get into a senior home.
And I was like, but why would God wait this long? I'm 38. It's not like this has been an easy journey for me of being pregnant. I had 3 miscarriages in my first marriage.
Sorry to hear that.
You know, my time clock is ticking. I've been in youth ministry for 16 years working with teenagers. I'd love to be a mom. Why is this hard? She's like, what if it's not you? What if it's just not the right time? And that's really hard to accept because I'd like to fix something. I'm a fixer. If I can fix it. Do I need to lose some more weight? Do I?
Maybe. If the guy is saying that, yo, you don't look like your pictures. You know, usually when a guy go on a date, right? And the girl looks slightly heavier than her pictures, he don't mind. The only reason he's saying that because it might be day and night. Like if I'm going on a date, right? And the bitch look like she's 160 pounds. Okay? But she shows up and she 180. I'm not gonna... No, it's not a big deal for me. It's all good. It's not a big deal for me. But if you look like you 160 in your pictures and then you show up, you're 250, yeah, it's a problem now, man. You trying to scam me? You're a scam artist.
I need to be on a different dating app. Do I need to change something about me? And I hate that answer, that maybe it's not the right time, but maybe it's not the right time. That's really hard to kind of accept. It's really hard.
But you ain't got no choice but accept it.
And
Reality, you gotta accept the reality, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say, man, truth hurts.
where are all the good men? Why aren't you looking for good women?
I've been saying, yo, they go to work, they go home to their beautiful wife who every time they come home, they at the door. You know what I'm saying? When I come home from work, my wifey meet me at the door, man. Even though I got the keys, she meet me at the door. She hugs me. I'm like, baby, you know, let me take off my clothes and take a shower, and then you can hug me because, you know, I've been working outside all day. But she don't care about none of that. She still want me to hug her, man. That's where the good man going. Home. Because they got one at home already.
And who are ready to be in a relationship and not sleep around. What are you doing? Where are you? The journey is hard.
You made it hard.
But weird. Listen to you asking where are all the good men at. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, how are you going to attract a high quality man if you keep focused on being the high quality man? Last I heard.
This is what a lot of you women need to hear, man. Shout out to this woman.
We attract bees with honey, not bees with bees. Ladies, listen, I want you to look at it like this, okay? When we're looking for a husband, I want you to think you're the employer and he is the employee. When you post the job listing for a good man, for a husband at that, you are not going to roll up your sleeves and pretend to be one. And as the employer, your job is to intentionally create a space and a foundation that only the right one can fit. No more starting a relationship and pouring all of your guts out, all of your time and energy to every man that answers the call for your future husband. Forget dating altogether. Let's just call it conversating. 1 to 3 months tops. And if he ain't the perfect fit, keep it moving. There are other potential husbands ready for hire. I think we've been listening to the same aunties and uncles for too long. We don't find husbands, ladies. We attract them.
All the ladies
You see that shit right there? She about to turn off that camera, about to go and cook something for her husband, bruh. She got that rock. She's showing off. She rubbing it in your face, ladies.
who keep asking, where are the good guys at? I've been hanging out with some of my single buddies recently, and they ain't dating no more. Ladies, you're cooked.
Okay, thank you for your input, Chris.
If you're asking yourself, where are all the good men?
Yo, do you see how she fucking slid through that thing? Look at that shit.
If you're asking yourself, where are all the good men?
That's so cool.
According to my Instagram poll of 167,000 men, 26% are taken, 22% are single, but they just straight up don't want a relationship, which leaves approximately 50% of men that are available. Oh wait, but out of that, only 12% of men are actively dating, and 40% of men are looking to date, but they're waiting for a unicorn to come to them. I think that when women are asking where are all the good men, they're talking about that 40%. Well, ladies, the men in the 40% are the men that are working overtime instead of going out and dating. Because honestly, they would rather look at the weather app or check their crypto investments rather than ask another girl off of Hinge how her day was for 5 days in a row. They would rather go fishing with the guys or even fishing by themselves rather than spend another $200 on a first date that goes nowhere. And when these men are not at work, they're probably at the gym, playing video games, or maybe ignoring people, which is kind of understandable.
Let's just say if I was a single man right now, I'm 34 years old, right? I'm not going on no fucking dating app, no Hinge, none of that shit, man. I'm going to the mall. I'm trying to approach the girl in person. Man, the dating apps are so burnt out, man. If that was the only option available on this planet, I still won't use it, man. I'm gonna find a way to somewhere else, maneuver around and get to the fucking bitch and approach her in person. Right now, in 2025, if you had asked me the same question in 2015, I might give you a different answer. Yes, I was on those dating apps, but that's a different time. Dating scene was so different compared to where we at right now. Listen, fellas, you trying to find you a woman? Man, fuck the dating app, man. That shit's too slow for me. I'm trying to get you a number the first time I see you. So that's only gonna happen if I approach you in person. And then we gonna text, and then we gonna call. And guess what? By end of the week, I got you outside, like sitting somewhere and getting to know each other. They ain't at the dating events. They are not at the clubs. They're not at the bar. Grocery store is a really good place to pick up a woman or pick up a man. But yeah, man, that's my take on this video. I hope you guys enjoying the content. And if you are, please hit the subscribe and like. Posting this type of shit every day. Peace and love.